Morning, morning, everybody. Even $200. Well, that's going to shopping. Oh man, dude, I'm worried that we might have a boring market open, man. Because that's a violent move. That's not even a steady move. That's just a freaking. We got one, two. Bro, legit in 45 minutes, dog. We just freaking tanked. How many points is that? Sheesh. Bro, we dropped 89 points in like fucking 45 minutes. That is like shit. Damn, bro. This week has been so bad, dude. Like the best trades, in my opinion, are off of the start of week VWAP. Boom, boom. Some nice trades right there, man. Going into next week, I'm really gonna focus on taking trades off of that. You know, trying to go within alignment of like the high time frame trend. Because once we get the ceiling up here, you start to see the sellers start to take control. We sweep this low, swept this low, bro. I mean, now we're looking for shorts. That rally is over. You know, I think there's a high possibility that we want to fill this gap. And then let's say like we fill this gap today. Maybe next week we could start to see some bulls coming back in. But even then, who knows, brother? All right, now we're definitely looking for shorts. I don't want to look for any longs in this bloodbath. Unless like you're taking a long from down here at this level. I mean, you could definitely see like with such a strong sell-off. I mean, you know price is going to want to make a pullback. So you can put on some money here because we are holding this level pretty nicely. And if you want to react and be like, all right, let me just like try to go for like a quick long, then you can try to take a quick long up to the daily VWAP. But I think on for me personally, yeah, actually no. If it presents in the open, we'll take it, bro. We'll take it because we're off of this level. We're finding buyers here at the level at 57.73. So if we find buyers here, bro, going to the open, we can get that open volatility, dude. I don't see why not. We have a lot of buyers coming in on time of sales right now. A lot of buyers coming in on time of sales. But we just don't know if this is like the bottom though. That's the thing. This is kind of tough. Let's see if we can maybe develop a bit more structure. There's a lot of buys coming in right now on time of sales. Yeah, keep it 100. I want to see something actually, because okay, me gonna make do. Let's see something. Let's see an experiment. I'm gonna see if I can play music. And if it's not gonna play through YouTube, let's see, let's see. What do I gotta do? My sound settings. Yeah, so it's muted on, so it should not be playing through this stream thing. Nor such system sound. So that makes sense. Hopefully I don't sound weird. Hold on, let me just test like how I sound on YouTube because I'm just curious. All right, hello, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. All right, yeah, I gotta fix my My microphone. Make to the top just to see how they roll. Let's test it out. Let me see. Where my phone at? Mm, Had to make it to the top just to see how they drop. How they drop. Had to make it to the top just to see how they drop. Make it to the top. Oh, am I tripping? Profile. It seems like the sound is bleeding through just a little bit. Let me see. Turn down. I don't know. Turn down. So you can't hear anything on YouTube, which is good. So if you guys want to hear the music, I mean, go to Twitter. But hey, let's go. We finally got figured out. All right, let's dial in though. Yeah. So if you wanted to take that long, I mean, you have some structure down here. I mean, if you wanted to take that long up to the daily VWAP, then you'd look for something like this. Large stops, dude. You don't even get 1 hour. But I mean, still, you mean, like that's just yeah, not my trade. I want a bit more of structure. I don't want to bet that this is the bottom, especially going into the open. I want like clear structure. So, for me, I wouldn't take it. That's just me though. That's just me though. All right, bet. Let's go. I finally have the music thing figured out. Let's go. We got no limits. That's it, my J's. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, but here's an opening trade to where y'all could be taken. It's essentially taking the buy off of this level after we see buyers are stepping in. We see some consolidation here for the past hour and a half. And then going in right into market open, I mean, you can literally just take this. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's peas in the trees and gonna die. What's up? Bro, where my shicey at? Hopefully, if the music's too loud, just let me know, guys. But if you're tuning in from YouTube, unfortunately, there's no music because I'll get copyrighted. I mean, I'll be copyright. I can't speak. Copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, dude, if you're in this long, it's working. Let's see if sellers want to step in here at the daily VWAP. Might want to take an opening trade. You know what I'm saying? A nice little opening trade. Sorry about my obnoxious chewing, but is anyone in looking for anything? Like, what are we looking for? What I'm looking for is I want to see a clear rejection off the daily. That's what I want to see. A nice clean rejection. I'm gonna wait till structure is formed at the daily, and I want to see a nice clear rejection. And I want to see on the time sales to reflect that. I want to see a red carpet on time sales. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to see a 1R, you're going to have to ask price to get you 28 points. Oh, wait. That's it's the 15-minute chart, bro. You probably get in like right here and you're already out of the trade. But again, like you're betting that this is the bottom though. Like, yeah, you have some consolidation, but at the same time, we could like price could just kind of like wick you out. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. It's like, okay, how far do you put the stop? You know, I'd much rather for price to be like, all right, bet we come up a new high low and then go from there, right? So now you're getting in, and then you know for sure that this is the higher low rather than just kind of like just like chop. You know, it is a trade though. Like it is a trade. Yeah, this is a 1-to-1. Well, here, no, let me adjust it because a 1-to-1 would be so. Let's say, sorry, buddy, hold on. So let's say we're risking 21 points. Well, we need to make 21 points. So if you're 1-to-1, you'd already be out, right? And it's a good trade. It's a mean reversion trade because you're essentially trading off of a key price level. And then you're trading because you know that price is overextended from the daily VWAP because this is the average price. And, you know, price tends to like to always like, you know, revert back to the average, whether if it's extended or, you know, at a discount. And, well, I mean, you could just take a mean reversion trade right back to the daily as long as you find support at the price level. Now, where do we get this price level? Let's see. So we're going to go scroll all the way back and we're going to see that we got this price level from a really nice lower high that stood out to us. So before, this is an area to where sellers stepped in. Now it's an area to where buyers are now stepping in, right? But I don't think it's going to hold because what has been happening this past week, the lower lows and lower highs, right? So when you have to look at this as a counter trend trade, but it's a nice counter trend trade because we found support. You see that? If we, you know what I'm saying? Like you never really want to counter trend trade unless you're trading off of like a significant level, you know, because it could get dangerous. It get messy for you. You know what I'm saying? But right now, what we're gonna see, let's see if we can reject the daily view up nicely. We have the daily view up and this price level right here. But before we get in, I want to see some structure form though. That's the only thing. I want to see some structure form. I want to ride the trend because like you can, dude, you can milk the market for so much more if you're like with the trend, if you're riding the trend, you know, you can only go so much counter trend trading because eventually like the move is going to stop. And, you know, that's not the side that is most dominant in the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? But we have 7 minutes left into this 15-minute candle. Let's see how price wants to react around here. It's maybe a nice solid rejection. It's kind of weird because my what does my trading view look different from the tops? Bro, what the hell? Why does this thing look different? Am I tripping? Oh, this is the 5-minute, dude. I am tripping. All right, guys. So right now we're seeming to be rejecting off of the daily, but I want some structure because I don't know where to place my stop. If I get in now, my stop's gonna be very random, super random. Like, where do I place my stop? We could target these lows for sure, but it's dude, where do I place my stop, man? Like a safe stop would be up here, but that's like a 40-point stop right there, dude. You know, if you have your stop too tight right here, I mean, you're basically picking the top. You're saying, okay, this is where price is going to stop going higher and we're ready to go lower. You don't know that. And neither do I. I think a safe bet would be to wait for the candle closure below the daily. I'm sorry, below the New York. And if we can close below the New York, then we can definitely kind of have our stop maybe up here. But even then, I don't want it to be a little fluid. So if we're gonna get in now, I mean, you might want to get in light, and then later on, as structure starts to develop, you can add in and then tighten your stop. That's an idea, right? So let's say you get in now, well then you kind of want your stop to be wide. I mean, this is my thinking, right? This is what I'm thinking. Kind of want your stop to be wide, and then if we close below the New York, then you can add into your position, tighten your stop. Now your average entry is probably like around here, and now you're milking that thing. You know what I'm saying? But let's see, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we get a nice candle closure below the New York. I think we can get it. And at that point, our stop's going to be up here at this level. Let me see NQ. Okay, so NQ still has some room to its daily VWAP. So let's give ES a little bit of time. NQ's New York is right there. Let's put an alert when crossing. I want to see if there's no way we can like close through. Uh, once per bar close. Yeah, let's do that. Once per bar close. So we're gonna be alerted. So we know when NQ is sliding, so we can like catch the move on ES. YM's rejecting its daily too, which is nice. So it seems like the indices are all moving in tangent, which is nice to see. They're all like synchronized. All right, I'm about to get in. Let's see. Let's wait for this candle closure. 30 some seconds. Here, let me show you my executions. Well, you guys know what I'm looking at, right? You guys know what I'm looking at. So now let's switch over to let's switch over. I want to see a nice candle closure telling me that sellers are in control. We have not yet gotten it yet. So that's fine. We'll be a little bit more patient. I think NQ may want to interact with its daily VWAP before ES is ready to kind of move lower. If we look at NQ, this still has some room to work. So patience is a virtue in trading. That's what I've learned. You know, patience is very, very needed. If you ain't got patience, my brother, I don't know what you have. Let's see. I want to see a candle closure below the New York. If you're trading NQ, maybe your stop's up here. Up at the previous day's New York, if you guys look at NQ. If you don't have patience, you surely have losses. No, for sure. For sure. I mean, everyone has losses, right? But if you don't have patience, like you're not gonna make it. Like you're done. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, dude, that like last year, 2024 was because I mean, I literally started trading August of 2023, so I'm approaching 2 years in August. Um, let me tell you, bro. Last year was the year to where I had to learn to be patient. Let me just move my camera a little bit to the right. Oops. There we go. Last year was definitely the year that I needed to learn patience, man. I'd be so afraid of like missing a trade, bro. I'd be like, oh, I gotta get in. And then that shit would just slaughter me, right? Because I didn't allow for price to tell me that it's ready. Like like as soon as we touch key level, I'd be like, oh, bam, I'm out. I mean, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, dang, bro. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But all right, so we're gonna hop into this trade pretty shortly. Here, we're gonna go and enter a small position. And then we're gonna go ahead and oh shit, dude, let me buy one back. I got in too heavy. Got in a bit too heavy there. I accidentally misclicked, which happens sometimes. I'm still in too heavy. My stop's supposed to be at 50. And then let's say we want to target this low. It'd be 57.73. Yeah, I don't know, I think I'm like oversized, or my R multiple doesn't make any sense. Yeah, my R multiple doesn't really make any sense. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm targeting 19 points to the downside, but then yet I'm risking 18 points. So like, why is oh well, I don't know why I got filled all the way down there, but that fill price sucks. Like, what the hell's wrong with that fill price? Why did I get that fill price that low? I swear I didn't get it that low, right? What did I get? I got in at 57.88. All right, so we're at 57.88. Let's see if we can get some continuation to the downside. Let's see. Damn, my fill price, I would prefer to get it up here, but again, that's just like a couple. That's literally like a point or a tick. It's not the end of the world. But let's see if we can bleed a little lower. We got in at 88 and a third. Not the best fill price. It's all right. But we can definitely target these lows. We can definitely target these lows, which would be down at 64. So let's try to see if we can get 64. Let's front run that actually. Let's try to get like 64 and a half. And we'll like around 1R would be around here. So once we kind of get to the 70s, we're going to see how price reacts. If it rips through the 70s, then we're going to hold it until 64. If we start to kind of like see buyers step in, then we'll go ahead and get out at what did I say? 70. Yeah, 70s. Let's see. Come on, baby. Let's go. And hey, if we lose this trade, it's all right. Ain't the biggest deal in the world. We just gotta be patient. I pray, dude, we don't chop around. I pray we don't chop. I hope that we want to go fill the gap that's down below us. We also have midnight price. Where's midnight price? Oh shit. Midnight price is above us. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, but do we really want to fill midnight price? I don't think so. Like looking at the 2-minute chart, I mean that's 1, 2, 3 red candles. You know, I kind of like it. Just want sellers to take it quickly. Let's go. Start bleeding lower. Spread if yeah, maybe spread. I mean, it's also like Project X. I don't know. Sometimes like your fill prices. I think it depends on the volatility. To be honest, like if price is moving really quickly, your fill prices aren't going to be like what you want them to be. Maybe so. I'm gonna have to be careful on that. The opening range is already set. That's a kind of tight opening range. It'd be pretty shocking if buyers step in. If buyers take the New York, it's kind of crazy, and that'd be unlucky. But it's a fine. We could always like make back the loss later on. You know. But I definitely like the trade. I mean, it's a rejection off the daily VWAP, closer below the New York. I mean, what do I want differently? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm upset that I lost this trade, then it's just like then I'm just not able to be a trader, no? Because I mean, even with the perfect setup, like in my book, this is a great setup. We're rejecting the daily VWAP and we close below the New York with a strong candle, you know? So let's see if we, have the strength to go lower. If we don't, then we don't. Yeah, we have a lot of volume, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. 120,000 within the first 15 minutes. What's up, Kalunga? For like 2 years. Well, coming up to 2 years. So like I think in August it'd be around like 2 years. So I'm still in like learning, dude. I haven't even got my first payout yet. So we're working on getting our first payout. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys can like see me get my first payout. We're gonna take a lot of losses along the way to learn. You know, it's part of the game. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want to see sellers defending this area to push price lower. Looking at the time of sales, we do have some buyers. You know, we have some buy orders. I do want to see more sellers step in, especially in a trade like this. You know, I want to see some sellers to step in. But the time of sales is not reflecting that, bro. It's just buyers stepping in right now. Yeah, look at that. So just carpeted buyers. And we can actually chop around here for a little bit. Damn, these buyers are stepping in, man. Dude, if we close above the freaking New York, bro, that is not uh it's not good for our short. But if sellers can step in here, I mean, that'd be great for our short. That'd be amazing. If sellers step in here, I'd be more confident in this. So hopefully like sellers could just continue to step in, defend the New York. We can move a little lower. We have the volume to freaking just go crazy today. But is anyone in a trade? Is anyone looking for anything? I mean, this shit is just looking not attractive right now. Like kind of like a stacked 5 minute. I mean, it was stacked 15 minute too. I don't know how I feel about this. Dude, I just need sellers to keep on defending this area. Nice. Yeah, I've been with ASFX since April 2020, still looking for a first payout as well. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, dude, I was a part of the Black Shirt Club, but I graduated in like February. Um, I mean, they helped me pass a bunch of combines, you know, and they really showed me how to like stick to my process. And I really feel like they like I don't know, man. I like it was good to see like how other people trade and like handle losses and just like kind of like modify their trading approach. You know what I'm saying? Like it brings like an aspect of like realism to it of like, oh, okay, like this is you know, people actually kind of make money from this, you know, and like learning from people who actually like make money from it. It was very eye-opening. And so, I mean, dude, I feel like they like kind of like accelerated like my learning process like 5x, bro. I don't know. Legit in like 4 short months. I mean, I really was like held accountable. You know, it forced me to stick to my system because if not, I mean, you basically have to expose yourself to like everyone in the group. Um, Teaches you that hey, everyone has different systems and you're all pretty much looking at the same shit. So stop strategy hopping. Just focus on one strategy because any strategy could be profitable. It's the trader who's trading that strategy, not necessarily the strategy itself. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that as well. And I also learned the psychology part of it of like, listen, you're going to have like crazy winning months, but you're also going to have like terrible months, dude. Like April, dude, was a crazy month for me. That was an insane month for me. I got like over like, a bunch of combines across the line. I have like 6 funded accounts right now. Um, and stats wise, it was a really great month. But this month is a bit tougher. And obviously, the price action I feel like recently has just been a bit more tough because we've been very choppy. But even then, it's been a lot more difficult. It's not as easy as a range. Like, yeah, we were a bit choppy in April, but you could clearly identify like, okay, where are sellers stepping in, where are buyers stepping in. So it was like very easy to trade in April. But this month, not so much. Like you have to have a little bit more patience this month. Um, but again, I mean, you just like we're getting towards the end of the month. Maybe June is a better month, right? Just gotta take a month by month. This month I tried focusing on funded accounts. I've only traded funded accounts this month. And well, it wasn't the best month. And I don't know if that's because like I have the pressure of damn, I want my first payout. Like that's like literally the next step, because the first step was like, okay, like try to get a bunch of funded accounts. If I can pass combines, then I know I can get a payout, right? Now it's like having that discipline of like not like swinging the fences and not getting impatient of like, dude, I just want my freaking payout. It's kind of like now it's like, okay, I have to be content with making like 250 a day, 300 a day, maybe even only $500 a day. And understanding that if I want to pay out, bro, it's going to take a couple weeks to get that, especially my first payout. You know, I have to be disciplined. I can't just wing it. I have to be consistent. I can't like keep on changing up my approach. Be like, oh, this week I want to do this, or this week I'm gonna trade with tight stops. This week I'm gonna trade with different stops, right? Like, um, it's what it takes, man. But what an uneventful open, bro. This is some dookie price action. Man, you're doing better than me. I would have closed the position 2 candles ago, but since it's going to drop, I would have just ended up chasing the market. I mean, we don't know if it's going to drop. It may drop. I just have a thesis, and all I got to do is see it through. My thesis is that we rejected the daily VWAP, and if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. In my head, like, there's this one guy named I don't know if it was like Isaac Rivera or nah. It was someone who Austin interviewed, bro, in his podcast, and the guy was basically saying when you put risk on in the market, you have to accept that you've already lost that money. So I'm risking 278 on this trade. I have to accept that hey, I pretty much already lost that money. Like if you think of it like that, you won't be afraid to lose, right? And we haven't once gotten a candle closure above the New York VWAP. And this tells me that sellers are dominating this area, you know, and we're just trying to exhaust the buyers, and then we're gonna dip lower. Weak trend, higher, lower lows and lower highs. Bearish. Below the weekly VWAP, below the daily VWAP, below the New York VWAP. Everything is pointing towards shorts. So if I lose this trade, I can't guess that buyer's just gonna miraculously step in. Like I can't be mad at myself about that. Um, but again, dude, I learned that through watching Austin trade, through watching like Evan trade or even James trade. Like those guys never get mad. Like Austin, like he'll get like frustrated. He'll be like, "Oh, you bitch," But it's like he's like being funny, bro. He's being entertaining. But he doesn't actually get mad. Like when he goes off stream, bro, he's like the chillest guy ever. He doesn't give a shit. Like he's chilling, bro. You know? Um, and that's the approach I'm trying to take. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I don't know, if you let that emotional side get to you, it's gonna be really hard to make it in this game. But again, it takes a long time to be able to do that. It took me a long time. Oh, dude, I just started being able to detach my emotions now. Now, if I have a red day, I don't have a bad day. Now, if I have a red day, it's like cool. I have 6 more funded accounts. If I blow one, it don't matter. I'm on the verge of blowing my top step XFA. Like 500 more dollars and it's blown. You know? Um there's a $250 a day for you is like almost 3 times my daily pay. Yeah, I mean, dude, because at my job, like, you have to think about like this: how many people make $200 a day? You know, I feel like the only reason people don't appreciate that is because we're trading prop firms. But think if you're trading live capital and you make $200 a day and you're able to put that money into your pocket, bro, you're gonna be happy as shit. Are you kidding me? That's like $200 a day of you just trading, you know? Even if you have a job, a day job on top of that, let's say you make like another $200 a day at your day job. If you live in the States, that's kind of like the average. Maybe some people make 150 to $200 a day. Like if you're kind of like in the lower income bracket. We got an alert on NQ. NQ is breaking above its New York. But if you're making like $200 a day, bro, on top of like, I don't know, extra income you may be bringing in through like your job or whatever, bro, like you're chilling, bro. You're making like $400 a day. Like that's crazy. Even if like you make like $200 like 3 days out of the week, bro, that's still like 600. That's like $600 at the end of the week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't like this chop though. I like how sellers are stepping in, but these trades kind of scare me a little bit because I mean you never know. Buyers could just like easily take it. Like I like my trades to work out quickly. We've already been in this trade for I don't know how long we've been in this trade for. 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like how the candle's closing above the New York now. But I still see the shorts. I just don't want to like force my timing. I don't want to be like, no, it needs to go now. Because if it doesn't want to go now, it doesn't want to go now. I'd much rather like cut my loss early and then get back in. If I take like a small, like, let's say like $150 loss, right? Okay, well, can always get back in later, no? But I wanna assess the situation to see if we are gonna. Okay. I might cut a little bit here. And I'll get back in once we actually get back below the New York. But I just want to see if sellers are gonna step in here real quick. I'm just gonna be a little bit patient. Let's see what price wants to do. I see a lot of sellers coming in on time of sales. You guys see on the time of sales on the right side right here? That's what I'm looking at right now. Look at that. Like sellers are defending this, man. Let's see if they keep on holding on to it. Because like I said, I'd take a small $120 loss, get right back in, freaking make that shit back, and plus some. No problem. But I see like the red coming in the time of sales, so let's see what price wants to do, man. Let's see what price wants to do. I'm just gonna check NQ on TradingView real quick. Dow's around his daily still. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and ooh, damn, I hesitated. Are we gonna go ahead and cut this thing? We're down 189, which is fine because our initial risk was 278. So I mean, think about it. We just saved ourselves $100. So we're gonna look for another chance to get in. I mean, right now it's sideways, so we're not gonna rush into anything. I need to see that we're rejecting clearly. It's retesting the daily view up right now. So let's see what it wants to do. We'll go back to trading view. And so I essentially got out. Literally perfect timing. Because look, now we're taking the daily. You see that? And then if we look at time of sales, buyers are kind of like stepping in here, which we really don't want to see, right? We don't want to see buyers step in here at the daily VWAP, which is a key level. So it may not be ready time for shorts. Shorts may not be ready right now, and that's okay. We took our small paper cut loss, no big deal. Legit. We put $270 worth of risk, and we only lost 189, dude. That's dude. We saved ourselves $100. You can't like look at it as like, oh damn, I lost $189. It's like, bro, I just saved myself $100. Right? I have a thesis. I'm trying to see it through. It may not be the time for the thesis yet, or it may not be time for the trade to work. So let me not be ignorant and be like, no, it needs to work now. I'm just gonna hold it full stop. Like, bro, if my entry criteria was that okay, we broke below the New York, it should go, right? But because we consolidate and then buyers take back the New York, I have to accept that I'm probably wrong. So let me just cut it and then I can get back in. Simple as that. It's legit that simple. So I saved myself $100. Just saved myself 100. NQ might want to actually like touch its daily. Because think about it, bro. We let price go up a little more, right? This is NQ. Let's say we let price go up here. Let's go to US. Let's go to ES. Let's say price goes up a bit higher. Okay, we took a $189 loss. Let's say we get back in like around here. Once we close back below. Let's say we have our stop right here. And then we're kind of like targeting these lows, dude. Let's say we're putting $278 worth of risk. Okay, sweet. We make back the 189. And then on top of that, we make a couple more hundred. And we end the day like $300 in profit. $200 in profit, bro. Are you kidding me? That's a good day. It's a good day, bro. But it would really suck if we just chop around today, dude. That'd be awful. Hopefully we don't chop around. But yeah, looking at the 15-minute, we may want to be a bit more patient for sellers to show us that they're stepping in. Let's just wait because the 15-minute is still paying bullish. See, buyers defended this area up here. Buyers took the daily, so let's see. If we finish this 15-minute like nice and bearish and we like pin and showing us sellers step in, then that's a nice sign to look for some shorts. But we have 6 more minutes. I don't want to get too antsy. Like, looking at the 2 minutes, you may be tempted to kind of get in now, but be a bit patient. The only way I'd get in is if we close back below the New York again, and I'd get in. This time I have a much more clear stop structured up here. Maybe give it a little bit more breathing room, like up here at 12. So maybe something like this. We could be looking for them like this. Stops at 12. Right? Nice candle closure below the New York. Target these lows. Looking at the 15-minute, just doesn't look ready yet. And I think we definitely could have used the 15-minute a little bit better in this first trade, but at that time it's like, okay, well, we're already like rejecting the New York. It's just that we don't have any follow through, which is fine. Because sometimes if you like want to wait too long for the 15 minutes to form, then you just like miss your trade. like you'd miss it. So it's like you kind of have to have like a balance. Okay, the 15-minute, we have a nice wick. We saw seller step in. Okay, let's get in. No follow through. That's fine. Let's cut the trade early. Let's see if we get another continuation here. Looking at NQ. NQ seems like it still has some room to move higher. If we check stocks, Nvidia is above its New York. Stocks are chopped. Like the average stock price is chopping. Apple looks, yeah, everything just looks sideways, man. When are Nvidia earnings? Let's check. Wait, what am I looking at? I just like froze for a second. Fuck. Bro, am I tripping? Oh, that's right. Nvidia earnings. Dude, I'm stupid. All right, when are earnings? Earnings are May 28th, so next week. Okay. What does price do before earnings though? So we have earnings on the 28th. Last time we had earnings was the 26th. Did we chop? Still have some time before earnings. Now would be a great time to take some profit on Nvidia maybe before earnings. Because during this earnings, like think about it, look, this was very positive earnings, and then yet we sold off. Very positive earnings, and yet we still had a pullback. Very positive earnings, and yet we had a pullback. Very positive earnings, we pushed higher, but then eventually we pulled back. So there's always like after earnings, there's always an opportunity. So positive earnings, then pull back. Positive earnings. Let's check out Tesla real quick. Tick, tick, boom. Spirit out in this room. Check Tesla. I know Tesla's been going crazy, bro. Tesla earnings have not been great the last two earnings reports. Negative earning reports, negative earning reports. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Yeah, but Tesla right now, intraday looks choppy. Apple looks a little choppy. Like everything just looks sideways. There's no real trend. And we're kind of seeing that being reflected in stocks too, man. All right, so we're seeing some stellar step in here. Let's check ES. ES. Okay, that's oof. Buyers are taking its daily, man. So let's see if and where we want to form this higher low. This looks like a nice spot, rejecting this level. If we can reject this level, then that'd be nice. The 58.10 level. If we could continue to reject that and see some sellers step in here, that'd be pretty cool. That may be a sign that we want to form a higher low, but it doesn't look like sellers are stepping in. If we're looking at time of sales, I mean, we see green carpet. Who's what are you guys looking for? Is anyone looking for any longs? We have the previous day's New York VWAP up here at the 58.45 level. And then for NQ, we also have that's the previous day's New York VWAP up at 21,132. Let's see, man. It may not be a good time to short. Like we may want to hold off on shorts at least until we touch that previous day's New York, maybe. Like this move up is not sustainable. I'm telling you that. This is just it's just finding its higher low. I mean its lower high. If we want to continue trading with the trend, I have to look at it as like we're finding our lower high right now. And so once sellers are in control, then then we can just like rip to the downside, I think. Because we have a gap that looks like price wants to fill below us. We have this gap on NQ right here, and then we also have the same gap on ES. Gap all the way down here. So price loves to fill in the gaps. See if we want to fill in these gaps. Damn. My camera, dude. I keep like moving my position, so it's like I'm just gonna real quick check the sound quality one more time on Twitter on my phone just to make sure I sound good and everything. All right, testing, testing, 1, 2. How do I sound? Testing, testing. Oh, sounds great. Hey, let's go. I have long ago informed Tim Cook of Apple that I expect their iPhones that will be sold in the United States of America will be manufactured and built in the United States, not India, or any place else. If that is not the case, a tariff of at least 25% must be paid by Apple to the US. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Bro, I don't know. Okay, what do we think? Like, bro, I think the market would be. I think we'd be cooked if, like, I don't know, bro. This Trump market, man, is a son of a gun to trade. It is the actual son of a gun to trade. So are you sticking to the shorts? What would make you go long? What would make me go long is if we break out above the daily VWAP, but we stay above it. So like if we go like this and then but even then, dude, it's like we have the previous days in New York above there, so you have to be really careful. But like if we kind of like go like this, right, and we pull back, and then you see buyers step in and we start to move higher, then I'd probably go long. But I mean, at that point, it's like we have to acknowledge, dude, that we're fighting the bigger trend, bro. In my opinion. In my opinion. Because again, dude, if we're looking at the hourly, I mean, bro, this whole week has been lower lows, lower highs. We rejected the weekly VWAP. We're moving lower. Which is really hard because I feel like if we try to get in long, we're like, okay, this is the bottom. We're done selling off. Like, this is the bottom, right? When recently we've been selling off. Now we have nice structure, right? So let's see if maybe we're gonna get in this trade. Let's see. Let's just plan this out. I want to make sure I'm calculating my risk properly. Um, see, we get in here, and then we get out with 1R, but we want to target these lows, right? That's 22 points. So maybe get in like, I think let's see how this candle closes. Here, let's do some math. So we're gonna do the math. 5 times 22 times 3. Okay, so we need to do 5 times 22 times 2. Yeah, it needs to be 2 contracts because if we do 3, we're over leveraged. All right, let's get in 2 contracts. Hold on, let's see. Let's be patient. Let's look at the 15-minute real quick. I don't know, man. The shorts are just not convincing that they're ready. The lower time frame is being very tricky, bro. I'm just not seeing sellers step in. Like, where's the red time of sales? Where are sellers? Not here yet. You know? When will they step in? I don't know if they are going to step in. But we're ready. You know, we're going to get in 2 contracts. Stop's going to be up here. So let's see if that's the actually the top. May not be. Let's look at the 15-minute. That still looks bullish. Like, we still see hella buyers defending down here. You see that? Yeah, and look at that. Like, dude, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, off this breakout, we should see freaking red carpet, but we don't. We see a lot of large green orders. Like, I have my time of sales filtered, so that way, like, I'm seeing like minimum 5 contracts. So we're only seeing the things, in my opinion, that matter, which are the big contracts, and we're just not seeing the red carpet step in where we want them to. And that's kind of like a warning signal for me to just chill a little bit. And again, just looking at this 15-minute, bro, I mean, just look at that. Like, it's a damn good thing that we didn't get in long, brother. It's a damn good thing. So, I mean, it's a good thing we didn't get in short. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be a nice long setup, bro. Like, this could be a super nice long setup, especially if buyers stay in control. It's just not an easy trade for me to take, bro. I'd be scared being in this trade. Like, if I'm in this long trade, I'd genuinely be scared. Like, yeah, you have clear structure, right? Structure right there. You can get in, get your 1R, but I don't know. I'd just be scared. But I mean, buyers are in, so it's like, why would I be scared? You know? I don't know. It looks nice, bro. It looks nice and it does make sense. And at this point, we're not able to take the daily. So I mean, do we want to come up to the previous day's New York? Possibly. NQ looks at the same thing right now. I just don't know. I just feel like it's easier trading with the trend though. That's the only thing. That's the hard thing about trading, bro. It's like if I wanted being a trader right now, I mean, it'd definitely be this trade because we see sellers are not in control. Like we just see it through the time of sales. We see it how they're reacting around these VWAPs. Sellers just not in control. I mean, at least they're not ready to take price lower yet, and we're seeing that. So if you guys want to take a long trade, I mean, this is the trade I'd be taking. But again, I just don't want to fight the bigger time frame because I don't know. I just feel like at any point we just form a lower high and then just freaking go lower. That's a lot easier for me than take a counter trend trade. The counter trend trade that makes the most sense for me is us finding support down here off this level and then trading it back up to the daily. But here, I don't know. I just don't know if this is sustainable. Like I've seen this play out so many times, bro. You know, like if we're trending higher, then like yeah, this is an amazing setup to take. Like there's a trade that looked exactly like this that you could have taken back in April, and it worked perfectly. But we were making higher highs, higher lows on the 1 hour. But right now we're making lower lows, lower highs on the 1 hour. So just don't know if I personally want to take this. I'm sure there's people in this who are going to make money for sure. Like I don't know, it's just hard for me personally. I'd be panicking. I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably mismanage the trade. But are you in anything, Colonga? How do you say your name, bro? Is it Colonga or Colunga? Colunga. Where are you from, bro? Rather than me just slaughtering your name. Because I'm over here thinking you're Spanish, but you may not even be Spanish. Not gonna lie, this is an ugly open, though. Like, this is not an open you want to see, though. That's the thing. This is not an open you want to see. Like I said, if you guys are watching from YouTube and you guys want to listen to music, because I know the silence is probably boring on YouTube, come over to X, come over to Twitter, Many Lead Trades. Damn, bro, this thing is this this morning session is boring as hell. Yeah, you never want to see. Oh, that's okay. You're from Houston? I missed a long for me retesting in New York back to a higher day, but it's pulling back though. You wouldn't get back in? For me personally, it just looks like chop to me, bro. It just looks like chop, you know? But are you so you say you're from Houston, but are you like Spanish or like nah, like you're straight up American? Cause I know, bro, they got hella Mexicans in Houston, bro. Hella Mexicans in Houston. Like hella Mexicans. Cause I'm Dominican, so that's why I read your name. I thought you were Spanish because of your name. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym after this, bro. I've been slacking on the gym, bro. Freaking lost like 5 pounds, dude. Looking skinny as hell, man. I'm a skinny guy too, so if I don't keep up with the gym, bro, I look scrawny. I don't like looking scrawny, bro. I hate looking scrawny, bro. When I want to look shredded, I want to look like freaking fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking unit. Oh, you're Hispanic. You just don't speak Spanish. Oh, that's what's up, bro. It's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We are in the U.S., so it just makes sense for you to speak English, right? But hey, dude. I mean, maybe you got another chance to get in the trade. Looks like buyers are stepping in where they need to at the New York. But again, I know it's just like choppy. Like, what are your what are your rules, bro? Like, do you ever nice, okay, you're long 02. What? Stop loss at 85, okay. That's a good fill. Like you're really close to the VWAP. You just need buyers to step in here. The the time of sales is kind of getting a little it's slowing down. It's slowing down a lot right now. So hopefully you can get some buyers to step in. I think you will though. Let's see NQ real quick. NQ still chopping around its daily. So let's see, man. You either gonna be right or you either gonna be wrong. You have a great stop loss though. I mean, that structure is really nice for you. How you can see the higher lows being built. Sick. Sick. Hopefully, what is your target, bro? Like, are you targeting a high a day for the New York session? Are you targeting previous days New York VWAP? Or are you gonna like take some partials out of a high a day and then leave a runner? I'm a young president, gonna be one. Yeah, didn't want it too tight. It'll take a part. I'll take a partial off a high of day and then lock my stuff in profit. But targeting previous days, New York anchor. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If buyers step in here, I'm not gonna get my short until we reject the previous days New York, and that's gonna be the next time I try for a short. If buyers keep stepping in like this, that's where I'm gonna look for my short. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you're just like one order away, like one, I don't know, just one instance away from just this shit just freaking like popping, dude. It's just gonna pop. Like, bro, it's like pressing together, bro. It's consolidating, you know what I'm saying? It's either gonna pop up or down, bro. We're gonna get a pop. Trust and believe we're gonna get a pop. But it's just what direction. Like you can just see it. You can just see it. Okay, my boy, you in profit. All right. You're up like 5 points right now. Almost six. Let's stops at 85. Let's see. You have a stop at 85. You got in at 2, which is a freaking crazy entry price. I don't know how you caught that. Like, you're just that guy. You're a sniper. All right, so high days right here at 13 and a half. You're almost there. You're almost there. You just have to get to this price level that I've marked off, but we have before, so you're almost there. You're on the 30-second chart, my guy? Yo, how do you trade like that? Let me see. Ah, I have to upgrade. Oh, that's stupid. I have to upgrade. Just took my partial at high day. Stop losses locked. Let's go. All right, bet. So how much are you up right now then? What are you trading? Are you trading funded or combine? Shit, bro. On a crappy day like this, dude, like, bro, you made your money, dog. You made your money. It's a Friday. We're sideways. Bro, you made your bread, brother. You made your money, man. That's what's up, G. That's cool, man. You made your money. If you want us to get the full 1R, you got to get up to 19. But dude, if me freak, dude, if you just hold to the previous days in New York, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. You're still in the trade, right? Yeah, at least your runner's still in the trade. Dude, I can definitely see this thing going previous days in New York. Buyers are just stepping in, bro. Buyers are just stepping in, dog. I can definitely see this thing going previous days in New York. And low key, that'd be better for me because that means I could get a bigger move to the downside. That's fine. That's how I look at it. Gangster, bro. Well, if this ain't sideways action, I don't know what is, man. But yeah, you're on a 30-second chart, bro. So you you making your money. I, on the other hand, these bars just look stacked for me because of the 2 minute, obviously. But for you, bro, you probably seen, you know what I'm saying, bro? You're probably making your bread. Let me see, bro. Let me see it. If I can actually look at the seconds chart on, I can. Ooh, all right. I'm seeing what you're seeing, dog. Damn, bro. Okay, so this is what you're seeing. Dude, that's kind of clean. Bro, is this meta? Bro, this may be the strat to freaking to trade on choppy markets, and maybe the strat to use a 30-second chart, bro. Look how like clean that is. You're like, all right, bet. Let me get in here. Bet, nice entry signal. Oh, bet you're out. Okay, sweet. Oh, I could get back in. Sweet. I just like, dude, on choppy markets, bro, you might have found the sauce, dog. Like, you might have found the sauce, bro. That is it's kind of cool. It's pretty cool to see this. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Because look at the difference between the 30-second and 2 minute. 2 minute, 30-second. Like on the 30-second, bro, you're getting in at like 5,800. On the 2 minute, you're not getting in until like 5,803. Like that's kind of Dude, that's crazy. Like that may be the strat to like use the 30-second chart whenever the market's chopping, bro. You might have unlocked something, brother. Like, you get some sniper ass entries. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Interesting. Such an uneventful open, dude. The New York session has been so bad, bro. Like, we've had such terrible New York sessions lately. I think I'm just gonna become an overnight trader. Just like wait until like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock hits. Wait for the open to build some structure and then trade overnight. Boom. Man, dude, I'm probably not gonna get anything until like later on, brother. I don't think I'm gonna catch anything on stream. I caught that one trade, but we were wrong. It's okay. We cut the loss early. We saved ourselves $100. We didn't lose $189, but we did. But we saved ourselves $100, and that's what matters because we put $278 on risk on that trade, and because we cut the trade early, we didn't marry the trade. We saved ourselves $100. So I can't really be mad at that. And bro, this week has been tough. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This week has been tough. Do I trade pairs? No, I do not, sir. No, I do not. I'm not a forex guy. Not a forex guy. I like equities. I like stuff from the US. I don't really deal with like currency or stuff like that. Yeah. Like I don't know. I just don't know enough about currencies and forex, you know? I know a lot about like equities and stuff like that and like certain funds. Like I know about the US stock exchange, but not really. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the 30-second chart, but I'm also a trader that can be in and out in 5 minutes or be out in 5 hours if my bias stinks. True. True. I feel that. I mean, the 30-second chart looks clean whenever you have chop like this. I feel like if you want to look for some trades, you want to get in on this chop, I mean, you could just get into the 30-second chart. You I'd be scared though because this may be misleading, but at the same time, you have the clean structure. It just gives you a chance to kind of get in sooner. But you're able to kind of like see more detail when price is barely moving. I feel like this will be like a scalper, like a super scalper's paradise. I don't think I'm gonna activate this XFA yet. I'm gonna wait. I think I have like what 30 days, bro. When did I pass this thing, bro? When did I pass it? I passed it on the 30th. Ooh, all right. So I have to activate it soon. I'll probably activate it over the weekend. Um, my other combine account is fucking cooked. It is straight cooked, my brother. It's like down. Now we're down back to 1500s. I lost like 500 overnight. But hey, since it's already cooked, we're just gonna swing it hard, see if we can get it out of drawdown next week. If we have good price action, I'm gonna be very selective. But when we do have good price action, I'm gonna swing that thing hard as hell to try to get it back to break even. If we get it back to break even, sweet. If we don't, then guess what? We just lost the funded account and it's a-okay. It is okay. You know? It's okay, my friend. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, papi. Bro. Oh wait, what? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Why is it not showing me it's not showing me the correct XFA? Why does it do that, bro? Top Step, they need to fix their dashboard. This dashboard sucks. Okay, that's my XFA. Great. No, like what you see what I'm saying? Like we're on the express, but yet it's showing a past combine. Like, bro. For what? That's the pros and cons of the 30-second. Yeah. It could be misleading sometimes, I bet. But like personally, if I would ever use it, I would use it during choppy markets. But if non-choppy markets, like if we're like trending, then this is me, right? I just use the normal 2 minute. Even then, bro, like I don't know, like I feel like what like I like bro, you see the best traders using like the 15 minutes or like the 5 minute, right? But like that's if you're going for like bigger moves though. I don't know. I like the 2 minute though. I don't like the 1 minute has too much noise. I feel like the 2 minute blocks out the unnecessary noise. It really tells me if a level's being held or not. Blah 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 blah. Right? I feel like it's just better data on the 2 minute for me personally, for my eyes, for my own trading system. But yeah. Have you ever tried Finitive funding? No. What is that? Let's look it up. Let's look. What is Finitive funding? What is that? No. No, wait, no. I spelled it wrong. How do you spell it? Oh, Finotive. Okay. All right. Finitive funding. Challenge, instant funded, Finitive Pro. I've never heard of this one. Oh, wow. You can select account size. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, you're basically selecting your drawdown, improve your trading skills, and keep maximum of your profits. Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't trade with them, me personally, because I don't know them and I don't know their firm. And I'd be scared, but that's pretty cool. They serve an international audience. Okay. $18 million in payouts. Empowered with seamless payouts. How long have they been around for? It's an interesting firm. I think right now I'm just gonna stick with top one features and top step. Because again, dude, dude, I haven't even got my first payout yet, bro. Like, why would I be trading multiple guys? It's kind of even stupid for me to be trading two. I should probably select either top one features or top step. Um, but if I'm being honest, getting payouts through top step is a lot easier. So I might want to shift my focus to top step to get my first couple of payouts because all you need to do is make $200 a day for 5 days, make a couple money, right? And then maybe buy some instant funded accounts with top one. And then kind of grow those in the back end and be very selective with those, you know? And then like actively trade the top step because those are the easiest accounts to get paid out. And there's no freaking consistency rule. So you could literally just like freaking make a killing, bro, on top step. My boss bite. Yeah, yeah. Gave up my burdens. That's on Christ. I know everything's gonna be all right. Damn, bro. We're gonna end stream a little bit, guys, because I mean, market ain't doing nothing. Ack, what's up, my brother? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We might cut stream here in a little bit, maybe like in like 5-10 minutes. Marcus is doing a whole lot of nothing. What's up, Ack? How was your trading day, bro? Austin, I heard a lot about you in the Black Shirt Club, bro. I believe you're the right Ack that they were talking about. I heard a lot about your success in the Black Shirt Club, man. Um, but that's great. So Kalunga, you made money. I didn't make money. I lost money, but hey, it's okay. We saved ourselves $100, so we're chilling. Um, but yeah, the market's doing a whole lot of nothing right now. I like how we're rejecting this price level. But dude, I mean, we're just chopping, bro. We're chopping, dude. Like, I almost want to just like wait until price like actually like breaks out, and then we just pull back, and then we kind of continue lower. Because if I just try to get on this initial breakout, I mean, what's gonna tell me that? Because like we failed to break out here, we also failed to break out here. So why do I think, oh, third time's a charm, right? I feel like that's just kind of like guessing, in my opinion. So I'm gonna listen to my gut. I'm gonna wait until price proves to me that we're gonna start trending lower, and hopefully I can get it on the pullback. And if not, then hey, it is what it is. Doing well, sir. Up 3%. Nice, man. Trade FX mainly though. Okay, okay. One country you can't trade futures. I got you. I wonder why that is though. Why some countries have restrictions? Like I don't understand that. But Ak, have you looked into trading with Top One? Because I know Top One, they'll allow certain countries that are blacklisted from futures to trade with them. And you can trade with them like through the funded phase, but you can never become a live trader. So I understand. It's like, okay, if your goal is to become a live trader, it's like essentially a waste of time. But I mean, if you're just looking to get some payouts, I mean, maybe. Stopped out in profit, my brother. So you're up on the day beautifully. Ack is up on the day, 3%, beautifully. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can join you guys later on today. If price decides to do something, if it decides to stop playing around. But like, what do you think? What do you guys think? Like, do you think it's smart for me to kind of like wait until price actually breaks out and then maybe comes back to retest, and then we ride the second leg lower rather than just trying to take the first breakout? Because I mean, clearly, I mean, it didn't work here and it didn't work here. Am I just gambling to bet that the third time's a charm? You know, you're more of a swing trader type. Nice. I want to eventually, I want to, like, I want to keep day trading. Yeah. But I also want to have like swing positions once I've taken enough payouts. I've been trading for maybe a couple years, and you know what I'm saying? Because I can read the higher time frame, and the higher time frame is a lot easier to trade, in my opinion. Like swing, like if I'm trading on the hourly or even the 15 minute, and I'm using the 1 hour and the 15 minute, like dude, I can, like, I love this. You know what I'm saying? Trading with VWAP, start a week VWAP, start a month VWAP, even like I love that. I would love to use that in my swing positions. Um, but I still like to day trade. You know what I'm saying? I would still love the day trade. But I want to use day trading as like a catapult to like allow me to get into like other business ventures. You know what I'm saying? So like eventually, okay, we'll start swing trading, and then from there, I'll start looking into managing a fund. Start my own. You know what I'm saying? Like levels, steps to it, bro. Steps to it. I got plenty of years left to live in my life, God willing. You know, and I need to take it one step at a time. I can't try to do everything at once. But that's what's up. That's what's up. Do you trade a VWAP back, or are you kind of like a levels guy on swing trading? Like, what is your approach to like swing trading? Today's Friday. Any position you take must be over by 2 p.m. Yeah, literally. The market would generally be going sideways now. Yeah. I mean, not every Friday. Like we've seen a lot of Fridays to where we get some nice movement in the afternoons. Um, and I would definitely take a position later on, but I mean, you're right. It is Friday, but at the end of the day, it's like okay, it's not live capital. It's like I don't know. Like yeah, you should care about funded accounts, but not like overly. Like I don't know. Like if you're trading like a live capital, then I feel like okay, yeah, like I may want to stay flat on the afternoon of a Friday. You know what I'm saying? But a funded account, it's like okay, what's the worst that can happen? My accounts are already in drawdown, bro. Like I have like 6 more in the back end. No, I have like 5 more in the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to have so much emotional attachment to a funded account. So I'm not gonna be afraid to trade on a Friday. It's like Patrick Whelan says, bro. We're day traders, bro. We're day traders. Chopping markets, trending markets. Gotta be able to trade, right? Now, if you don't like the market conditions and you want to stay flat, all right, cool. But if a setup presents, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, it's the afternoon. I'm not gonna take the setup. It's setup. You know, as long as all the time frames align, the higher time frame, the lower time frame. For me personally, that's how I see it. Oh, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Oh, we see buyers stepping in, man. Look at that. You see, that's what I mean, bro. Look at that. Third time is not a charm. See what I mean? Um, how long you been trading so far? So I've been trading. I think I'm approaching like 2 years. So I'm a baby in this game, bro. Like legit, I'm a baby. And even then, like the first year, I was kind of like in and out. Not really. I was kind of like doing my own thing. I don't know what I was doing for real, for real. I didn't know what I didn't start to really learn what trading really looks like until I found Austin, which was last year in April. So in reality, I've only been trading for a year, actually knowing what I'm doing, actually following like a mentor who kind of like showed you himself, you know? Other than that, I just like had YouTube and a couple like really cheap courses of like from like scammers and shit, from like scammers and stuff. So, but yeah, that's how long I've been trading for. I trade patterns, flags mainly 4 hour time frame. My average hold time is 3 days. Damn. 3 to 5 days, looking for 1 to 3. Hey, that's what's up, man. Dude, I would love to pick your brain sometimes if you're cool with it. Do you ever post your trades on your Twitter? Let me actually follow you on Twitter. Oh, I am following you. Oh, sweet. Okay. I would love to take a look at some of your markups, brother. That'd be awesome. That'd be sick. I would love to learn. What did I tell you, brother? Third time is not a charm, guys. That's why I'm not taking this. Third time is not a charm. We failed to break out. One, two, and third time, maybe, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the 1 hour. I mean, I want to be bearish. Lower lows, lower highs. Rejected the weekly VWAP. It's just the only question I have in mind is like, okay, where are we gonna have our lower high? Where's the lower high gonna be? You know, looks like we're breaking out actually, but I want to allow price to break out, retest, sellers show their hand, and then I'll go ahead and get in. Damn, I wanted to end stream, but looks like I might just run a little bit longer. Why not? We'll see. For me now, I'm diving deep on the mental side. First 3 years was technicals. Nice. Oh dang. So you've been trading for a little bit. So you're in like your 4th year, bro. That's crazy. That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you trade full time? Like, are you like fully reliant on your trading, or is it kind of like just like a hobby, or like a kind of like a side business? I'd say. I would love to trade full time, bro. I would love to trade full time. Oh my gosh, I would love it. I kind of do treat it like a full time job because I work in the afternoon, so I trade in the morning, then I go to work, trade in the morning, go to work, trade in the morning, go to work. So literally. Side hustle, I have a job. Nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, we're closing below. This may be a signal to get in short, dude. This is NQ. And then this is ES. I mean, if you want to take a short trade, I'm not going to take it because, like I said, third time's a charm. I don't know. That'd kind of be the trade idea. Kind of get out right before we hit this level. Right now, as soon as you take a trade, you're in drawdown. I don't know, man. I just feel like with breakouts, dude, if there's no strong follow through, is it a good breakout? I don't know. And kids? Oh, you got kids? Nice, man. I have no kids yet. I have no kids yet. My wife and I are about to move states. So we're gonna get a house pretty soon. And it's looking like September, October. And then she's gonna go to law school, so probably wait until her last year of law school to start trying to have some kids. But that's awesome, man. Kids are a blessing, dude. Kids are an absolute blessing. I want 8. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I want a whole like I want like 20 grandchildren. I want like 8 kids, dude. I want each kid to have like at least like 3 kids. Or yeah, 3 kids. It gives me like, you know, 2 to 3 kids. I at least want 20 grandchildren. That'd be sick. I'd build like a whole UFC roster out of my children and grandchildren, bro. Are you kidding me? All right, well, I might call it here, guys. I'm gonna go to the gym because I have to go to work in about around 1:30. So, um, I don't know. For me personally, it's just an uneventful day. These are just not market conditions that I trade well in. So I'm happy to just be down 189. I wish I would have maybe. I don't know. I wish. I don't know. What do I wish? I saved myself $100. I cannot be mad at this $189 loss. I'm only down $189 on a 50K account. That's like nothing. Yeah, I appreciate that. I thank you so much, man. Thank you for stopping by as well, bro. But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end stream here. This is just uneventful. I'm gonna be back next week streaming again Monday, starting at 9:15 every morning. Um, and yeah, I mean, just if you guys want me to help you guys keep accountable, just let me know, the rules that you want to follow, and I just ask that you guys help me keep accountable. Make sure that my stops aren't too tight, that my stops are based off like structure that makes sense. So if I'm getting in a trade here long, I need to stop like let's say I get in long here. Well, like my stop needs to be at a proven higher low, so like around here, right? A stop like this would be way too tight for me. That's not enough breathing room, so I need to stop like down here. This is a nice higher low that's been proven. And then just try to get that 1R. Like that's basically my rules and just getting in off key VWAPs. Previous days in New York, start a week, right? Price levels, and then that's that. Those are kind of like my rules. I have a very basic trading system. But yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. And take care. Thank you for watching. But peace out. Don't lose your money, bro. Don't. Hey, on these, no, don't blow your accounts. If anyone blows their account, just make sure you use code Manny. All right, if you're gonna buy an account with top one. But that's all I got. All right, peace out.